Hello and welcome to lesson 1 of my boxing skills course. I'm very excited for you to take this course, and whether you are a beginner and never boxed a day in your life, or maybe you are intermediate boxer and have a little bit of an experience, this course will definitely help you improve and take your skills to that next level. In the lesson 1, we're gonna go over a boxing stance. How do you move in your boxing stance? I'm gonna go over all common mistakes you should be avoiding, and we'll also go over basic straight punches, your jab and your cross. So let's dive right into it, okay? So let's first go over a boxing stance. How do you find your boxing stance? So I want you to stand nice and tall with your feet about shoulder width apart, okay? And if you're a right-handed person, you're gonna take a nice step back with your right foot, with your strong side. If you're a left-handed person, you're gonna do the opposite. You're gonna take a step back with your left foot, okay? So I'm a right-handed person, so I'm gonna demonstrate everything in my stance. If you're a left-handed person, just please do everything the opposite of what I say, okay? So like I already said, your dominant foot is gonna be in the back. Your non-dominant foot is gonna be forward, okay? Let's not think about our hands positioning yet. Let's just have our arms down, nice and loose, nice and relaxed. So, like I already said, your dominant foot is in the back. I want you to look down at your feet, and I want you to visualize a straight line running right in the middle, in between your left and right foot. One thing I want you to make sure is that none of your feet are touching that line. Left foot is on the left side of that line, right foot is on the right side of that line. Okay, so this is how you check the width of your stance left to right. Okay, the reason why you don't want to be standing on the line like on the skateboard, right, is because when you move side to side, it's going to be really easy for you to lose balance. And obviously we never want to lose balance in boxing. We always want to be in that position to move away, attack, or defend, right? So balance is very, very important, and this is how you make sure you stay balanced. Now, how do you find your width forward to back ratio? We just went over left to right. You want to draw that line so that it doesn't touch your feet. But how do you find your width forward to back, right? So it's actually pretty simple. You want to ask yourself a question. Can somebody come to me and push me on my shoulder and make me lose my balance? You can literally grab your brother, sister, friend, mother, whoever, grab a partner, get in your boxing stance. Make sure your hips, knees, and ankles nice and soft. You don't want to be too upright on your toes. You don't want to squat into it, right? You literally pretend that you're on the skateboard or a surfboard with your hips, knees, and ankles nice and loose and relaxed, and just balance. Your balance between 2 feet should be 50-50, okay? This is the way textbook teaches it. Of course, in boxing, there are many styles, and depending on the style, you may have a little bit more weight on your back foot, or you can be constantly shifting your weight. That just depends. But in this course, we'll go over all the very basic things, the fundamentals, right? So again, left foot forward, right foot back, nice and loose in your hips, knees, and ankles, okay? To check your width forward to back, like I already said, you can just grab a partner and ask them, hey, can you push me on my shoulder and try to get me off balance? If you're too narrow, you will likely to do this, okay, if somebody pushes you. But if you're too wide, it's just not gonna feel comfortable. I promise you, it's just gonna feel weird, okay? So you should find that width where it's not too narrow, not too wide, just enough width forward to back, so that even if somebody pushes you on your shoulder, your torso goes back, but that doesn't make you to step back or cross your legs or fall, right? So this is how you find your width forward to back. So play around with it. Another thing that I like to do is in your stance, right, you shift your weight forward, back, just like this. Step a little bit more to your front, a little bit more to your back. And you can shift your weight just like this, taking your feet off the floor and readjust. Just find that sweet spot, okay? Where it's not too narrow, not too wide. So this is how you find your width. This is how you find your balance in your boxing stance. So now that we went over the positioning of your feet, let's go over how do we position our hands in the boxing stance. So I want you to visualize the door handle on your dominant side. So I'm right-handed person, right? I'm gonna visualize the door handle right here on my jaw. I'm gonna grab that handle and I'm gonna let my arm just hang on there. I don't wanna squeeze it tight because that's gonna make me tight, and the tighter I am, the more energy I'm gonna waste. I don't want that. I wanna stay nice and loose, okay? So grab that handle and just let your arm hang on there and nice and loose and relaxed, okay? Elbow is really close to your body. Your lead hand, your non-dominant hand, can just float a little bit in front of you like this. One thing I want you to think about here is your elbows. Elbows stay close to your body. You don't want to do this, okay? This would be a mistake. Why? Because in boxing, your body is a target and elbows is what protects your body. Your hands and elbows, they make up a guard, okay? When you're not throwing any punches, when you're not busy attacking your target, your hands and elbows, they protect you. This is your guard. This is your shield. So this is how I want you to think about it. Elbows protect the body, which we will get in more detail. How do you do that in the future? How do you catch the punches to the body and counter, right? But right now, all I want you to think about is keeping your elbows close, touching your ribs, okay? And hands right here by your face. Right hand holding on to that handle, right? Left hand a little bit in front. Nice and loose, nice and balanced, 50-50, soft hips, knees and ankles. There's your boxing stance. Okay, so now it's time for us, now that we know our boxing stance, now it's time for us to learn how do we move properly in our boxing stance without losing balance, without making common mistakes, right? So it's actually pretty simple. Whichever direction you go, that foot steps first, okay? So if you're in the boxing stance and you want to go forward, your front foot steps first and then back foot follows. So with me, take a step forward. Take another step forward. Excellent. Now we're going to go back, okay? Same thing. Whichever direction you go, that foot steps back. I'm stepping back, so my back foot goes first. Back foot first and then front foot follows. Let's take a step back together. Take a step back. Take a step back. Take another step forward. Take another step back. Step forward. Step back. Pay attention that just as much as one foot steps, that's how much opposite foot follows up. So for example, I go forward, right? I take this much step with my front foot. That's how much I follow up with my back foot. I take a step back, I take a small step back with my front foot. This is how much I follow up with my front foot, right? So this would be a mistake. Say I take a step back with my front foot, but then I take a bigger step with my front foot. Look how narrow I end up, right? We don't want that, because in this position, if I get hit or pushed, I will likely to end up on the floor or at least lose my balance, right? We don't want that. Same thing comes when I go forward. I take a small step. If I take a bigger follow-up, I will end up narrow. So one thing I want you to keep in mind is keep the width of your stance at all times. Find that sweet spot, find that most balanced position for yourself, right? And keep that width, okay? So to begin with, we're gonna just take one step at a time, right? Step back, step forward, but eventually you will learn how to make it nice and smooth and fluid, right? So you're gonna move back like this, move forward like this, small steps, right? Small steps, forward, back, okay? We're about to start doing drills, but right now I just wanted to explain this and demonstrate it for you so you just get an idea of what you need to think about and the things you want to avoid. Another thing you want to avoid is being on your heels. So this would be a mistake right here. Flat-footed, right? When you're moving in your boxing stance, you want to primarily be on your toes, they say, or on the balls of your feet, this part of your foot, okay? On the balls of your feet. Heels can, of course, touch the floor, but you're mostly on the balls of your feet. All right, this is the most efficient, quickest, best way to move in your boxing stance. Is there exceptions? Of course, there's many more advanced things in boxing. There's like all kinds of side steps and pivots, you know, movements where your heels do touch the floor. But again, you want to think about primarily, what do I primarily want to focus on? Most of the time, you will stay on the balls of your feet when you're moving around. So I just went over moving forwards and backwards, but that same thing that I just explained for you when you're moving in forwards and backwards totally applies when you're going to your left and to your right. When you go into your left, guess what foot steps first? Left foot, right? When you go into your right, right foot. Just as much as you step, that's how much you follow up, right? I go to my right, right foot first, left foot follows. I go to my left, left foot first, right foot follows. Same thing applies here, right? If I take a small step with my right foot when I'm going to my right, but then take a bigger step with my left foot, I end up narrow, likely to lose balance. So this is what you want to avoid. Small steps, keep that width, okay? Another common mistake obviously would be if I go one way. So for example, I go to my right, but I take a first step with my left foot with the opposite side. Watch what happens. Boom. Even worse. Not only we're not even narrow, our legs cross. And in this position, I promise you, you cannot attack, you cannot defend. This is a bad place to be, right here, right? You never want your legs crossed. We want to avoid that. So again, for that to keep in mind, whichever direction you go, that foot steps first. That way, our feet will stay nice and apart, okay? Okay, so now that we went over the basics of the stance and the movement in your boxing stance, right? We're gonna go over the basics of the straight punches, your jab and your cross, okay? So your jab is gonna be your non-dominant hand, lead hand in your boxing stance. So if you're a right-handed person, it's gonna be your left hand. If you're a left-handed person, it's gonna be your right hand, okay? So I'm a right-handed person, so for me, it's my left hand, my jab. So like you already know, how to position your hands, how to position your elbows. So from that position in your stance, your jab, your left hand, it will travel all the way forward, straight, down the straight line. I want you to visualize a pipe, okay? Right in front of your face, about as wide as your head. And your hand will travel straight down that imaginary pipe, okay? And then come back the same way. Straight punches, the same way you travel to your target, the same way you come back. Notice how when I'm demonstrating my jab, my shoulders and my hips are slightly rotating forward into it, right? So I throw a jab all the way out, my shoulder replaces my hand, right? My hips rotate slightly into it, my non-punching hand stays up, and then I come right back the same way. All the way out, you want to fully extend your arm, maximize your length. This is very important. Your straight punches, your jab and the cross are the longest punches you have, right? Straight punches are the longest punches you have. Hooks are shorter, uppercuts are shorter, overhands, all that is shorter than your jab and your cross. So it's really important that you maximize your length and use 100% of your own potential when you throw those straight punches, right? So again, straight down the imaginary pipe, your hand travels through it, right? You want to rotate your knuckles into it so that if you would connect your bare knuckles to the target, it would be these two knuckles, your index and your middle finger knuckles, okay? Another thing you can practice with this that's gonna help you properly rotate your knuckles with your punch is you can stick out your pointer finger, right? Your index finger, and you can point that at the target. Pretend that you're pointing, right? In your stance, your finger is looking straight up, But when you throw the punch, boom, your finger is pointing at the target and then comes right back to where you started. Let's go over common mistakes here really quick. Right now we're going over a jab, right? So a mistake would be throwing the punch and then dropping hand and then coming back, or even a little bit. So going down the straight line and going back like a U shape, that would be a mistake. So what you want to focus on, again, going forward, straight down the line, coming back straight down the line. Boom, boom, slight rotation of hips and shoulders, right? And right back. Another thing that's really important to think about when you're throwing punches is how do you breathe? It's really important to breathe correctly. And the way you breathe correctly is you exhale with the punch. You want to breathe out with the punch. The moment you throw the punch, you exhale like this. You don't want to exhale through your open mouth like this, right? You want to keep your mouth closed, your teeth are together, and you're exhaling through your teeth. Another important thing in your boxing stance is to keep your chin down. You don't want to box like this, because in boxing, your chin is the target, and if you do get hit on this part of your face, you are likely to get knocked out. And although I'm not training you right now for a fight, right? I'm just teaching you the basic skills, but it's important for you to understand, okay, so why do I have to do it like this? So this is why. You gotta keep your chin down, because this is a sensitive part of your face where if you do get hit on it, it's really risky for you to get knocked out. Even if you don't fight, even if you're not planning on competing in boxing, this is still important to understand, right? So again, here's your jab. Boxing stance, all the way out, all the way back. The moment you throw it, you exhale through your teeth. If I demonstrate it this way, it's gonna be like this. Right? Snappy. Like the great Muhammad Ali said, you wanna float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. This is a really great metaphor, because in your boxing stance, when you're moving around, you really wanna be nice and relaxed, nice and light, like a butterfly, right? You don't wanna be heavy. You don't wanna take heavy steps like an elephant. You literally want to float like a butterfly and then sting like a bee with your punches. All right, so there's your jab. Straight down the line, all the way back, hand come back to your face, elbow comes back to your body. I went over not dropping your hand. Here's two more common mistakes that I want you to avoid. Avoid elbow coming out with the punch. Again, coming back to protecting your body, right? Not only it exposes your body when your elbow comes out like this, but it also makes you predictable. And in boxing, predictable is the last thing you want to be. It's like playing chess against an opponent and telling your opponent, hey, I'm about to make this move with this chess, right? So you never want to be predictable, and elbow coming out before you throw a punch makes you that. So avoid your elbow coming out. And that, the drill that you could practice that will help you not sticking your elbows out is getting in your boxing stance against the wall and throwing your punches, straight punches against the wall, so that your elbow does not touch the wall, okay? And another common mistake that I wanted to tell you is the dropping of the non-punching hand. So for example, when I throw my jab, but I drop my right hand the moment I throw it, that's a really common mistake that I see all the time that people make, and you want to avoid that. When you throw a punch, you want to think about touching your cheek with the non-punching hand. I throw my left, my right is touching my cheek. If you feel that separation, that's a mistake. So avoid that. Non-punching hand, touching your cheek. Okay, great. So now that we went over boxing stance, movement in your boxing stance, and the jab, we're gonna go over the second straight punch, your cross, your power punch, right? And then we're gonna do a couple of drills to really polish, right? Make those skills improve, because it's easy to learn a skill, it takes you a few minutes to understand, okay, this is how you do it. But after you learn how to do it, it's really, really important to practice it. So this is what we're gonna do today, right? So here you are in your boxing stance again. You already know how to move, right? Forward, back, left to right. You already know how to throw your jab. Straight down the pipe, coming back the same way. Elbow comes back to your body, non-punching hand up, exhaling the moment you throw a punch. So basically it's the same thing with the right hand, but because it's your strong side, it's your power side, you're gonna get more rotation into the punch. On the jab, you do rotate slightly, right? Your shoulders and hips go into it. When you're first learning it, you can, right, slightly twist your foot on the ball of your foot into it, right? With the cross, you're gonna get more of that rotation because it's your rear side in your boxing stance, right? So again, straight down that imaginary pipe, all the way out. Same thing applies with the pointing your finger at the target. You can practice the same thing. Fingers, you can point the finger to the ceiling when your hand is by your face and then point at the target. Same thing, shoulder replaces your hand and then coming back the same way. Straight down the line, coming back straight down the line, right? All the way out, all the way back in, all the way out, all the way back in. Notice how my shoulders and hips rotate into it, right? Because when you're in your boxing stance, like I told you, your strong foot, your dominant foot is back, your non-dominant foot is forward, so that makes your body look sideways, right? So if you visualize the clock underneath your feet, right? And 12 o'clock looking straight forward, 9 o'clock all the way to your left, 3 o'clock all the way to your right. So your toes and your body in your boxing stance without throwing punches would be looking at about 1 or 2 o'clock, right? But when you throw that cross, your power straight hand, boom. Notice how my hips and shoulders turn and they end up square, looking straight forward at 12 o'clock for a moment there. Non-punching hand up, and you come back the same way. When your hand comes back to your face, your hips and shoulders come back to your stance, looking sideways again. Your heel comes all the way off the floor, your shoelace is looking straight forward, your knee is looking forward, your hips and shoulders are looking forward, and then when your hand comes back to your face after you hit your target, you come back with your heel to the floor, with your body looking sideways again. So let's do it nice and slow with me. Cross, cross, or number 2, okay? 2, 2, 2. Don't forget to rotate those index and middle finger knuckles into it. 2, right? 2, 2. Let's go. 1, 1 or jab, jab, 1, 1, 2, 2. Notice knuckles rotate, shoulder replaces your hand, elbows come back to your body, hands come back to your face. The width of your stance does not change. Always balanced, always ready. Okay, so the final thing we're gonna do before we're gonna practice some drills is we're gonna put the jab and cross together, okay? So I want you to throw jab, and then as you bring your jab hand back to your face, you're gonna throw the cross into it. Boom. And then you're gonna return with the cross, reload it, right? So 1, 2, straight on the pipe, visualize the target, throw punches at that imaginary target. 1, 2, 1, 2. Remember, non-punching hand touches your cheek. When I throw my jab, my right hand touches my cheek. When I throw my cross, my left hand is touching my cheek, and then I reload, come back to my stance. 1, 2, 1, 2. From this perspective, it looks like this. 1, 2, 1, 2. And then you're nice and loose and relaxed. Ready. Don't be tense. Don't squeeze your arms. Don't squeeze your fists. That's another tip that will help you stay looser. When you're in your stance, I would not squeeze your fist super tight because that can tense your whole upper body up. So try to keep your fists closed, but not squeezing them, okay? So relax your fists in your stance. When you're not throwing punches, when you do throw a punch, boom, close it tight, and then come back and stay loose and relaxed. Again, 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Eyes up, chin down, balance, hip and shoulder rotation, hands come back to your face, elbow come back to your body. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Let's try opposite. Let's try 2, 1. 2, 1. Okay? 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. Nice work. Now it's time we practice some drills to really work on these skills and make them better. All right, so now that we went over boxing stance, movement, and your straight punches, your jab and cross, we're gonna do a few drills that will help you improve these skills. And these drills you can work literally every single day, and they will help you improve your skills on the daily basis. The way I like to look at boxing skills, I like to use metaphors in my training. I like to say, tell my clients, pretend that your boxing skills is a set of knives, right? You learn a skill and you get this brand new, badass looking knife, but it's not sharp. When you first get it, it looks great and you have it forever. You will have it forever. Nobody will be able to take it away from you. But when you first get it, it is not sharp. So you take that skill, you take that knife, and every day you get the opportunity to make it sharper and sharper and sharper and sharper, right? So this is exactly what we're gonna do now. We're gonna take your boxing stance, we're gonna take your movement, your jab and cross, those are your knives, and we're gonna make these knives sharper, okay? So this very first drill we're gonna do is gonna be focused on moving forwards and backwards and putting those jabs and crosses together, okay? So what we're gonna do, I have 2 cones here. I have a blue cone and an orange cone. If you don't have cones, don't worry about it. You can just grab any 2 objects and put them on the floor. It could be 2 shoes, 2 water bottles, anything. Literally any 2 objects, put them on the floor, spread them out a little bit. I wanna say maybe 2 feet apart from each other, okay? So you're gonna get in your boxing stance. You're gonna start at the back cone first. You're gonna move forwards to the forward cone. I'm gonna move to my blue cone. Once I get here, I'm gonna throw jab cross, and then I'm gonna move back, and I'm gonna throw cross jab. Again, remember what you wanna think about when you're performing this drill. Your hands stay up entire time. Your elbows stay close to your body. You're moving primarily on the balls of your feet, small steps, keeping your feet apart, right? Keeping your feet apart. As soon as you get to that cone, you throw your combination. Every time you get to the front cone, you're gonna throw jab cross or 1, 2. Every time you get to the back cone, you're gonna throw cross jab or 2, 1. 2, 1, move forward, 1, 2, move back, 2, 1. You're gonna do this with me. We're gonna do it for 60 seconds, okay? So here you go. Grab your 2 objects, get in your boxing stance. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Work time. Move forward. 1, 2. Move back. 2, 1. Move forward. 1, 2. Move back. 2, 1. Move forward. 1, 2. Move back. 2, 1. Forward. 1, 2. Back. 2, 1. Let's keep going. Stay with that rhythm. Feet apart. Nice and loose. Don't tense up. Don't forget about knuckle rotation. 15 seconds to go. 5 seconds. Excellent work. Now that we worked on movement forward to back, next step is for us to move on lateral movement, which is left to right, okay? So now I want you to put your cones or whatever objects you got to the left and the right side of you, okay? And the drill we're gonna do, again in your boxing stance, every time you're gonna move to the cone that's to your left, you're gonna throw jab, cross, jab, and then you're gonna move to the cone that's to your right, and you're gonna throw cross, jab, cross. Again, moving to your left, 1, 2, 1, moving to your right, 2, 1, 2, moving to your left, 1, 2, 1, moving to your right, 2, 1, 2. I hope you're ready. We're gonna start in 5 seconds. Get in your boxing stance in the middle of your cones and between your cones. Here we go, 3, 2, 1, move to your left, 1, 2, 1, move to your right, start slow, 2, 1, 2. Get comfortable with it at first at a slower pace, 1, 2, 1, and then pick it up, 2, 1, 2. Move to your left, 1, 2, 1, move to your right, 2, 1, 2. I'm gonna shut up now. Let's focus on that breathing. 20 seconds to go. Seven seconds. And time. Good job. All right, great job. We got one more drill left in this first lesson. And then in this drill, we're gonna focus on stepping forward with your punches, okay? So this is the drill we're gonna do. You're gonna throw a single jab and you're gonna push off your back foot like this. Then you're gonna throw a double jab and you're gonna push off your back foot twice like this. And then we're gonna throw 1, 1, 2, and we're gonna step into with the double jab like we just did. 1, 1, and then we're gonna throw the 2. We're gonna rotate the hips and shoulders into it and step on the ball of our right foot. Left foot if you're a left-handed person, right? So let me demonstrate it again. This is gonna be the drill. Jab, reset. Double jab, take a pause, reset. Double jab, cross, come back, and then you're gonna return back to where you started. So again, we're working on moving straight forward to our potential target with our combination. If I go sideways so you can see better the width of my stance and how I'm actually closing the distance, it looks like this. 1, reset. 1, 1. Notice how I'm on the balls of my feet. I'm not stepping on my heels, right? On the balls of your feet. 1, 1, 2. Hips and shoulders turn. You step on the ball of your back foot. Turn your hips and shoulders into it. Then reload it. And then you're going to shuffle back in your stance, keeping your feet nice and apart, back to where you started. Okay? So we're going to do this drill also for 60 seconds. So here we go. I want you to find your spot. We start in 3, 2, 1, work. Here we go. Jab, double jab, double jab, cross, and move back. Move back to where you started. Jab, double jab, coming almost all the way back to your face for that double jab. 1, 1, 2, and then come back to where you started. Reset, do it again. Jab, double jab, 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 2. Come back to where you started. Keep going. Jab, 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 2. Or jab, jab, cross. However you like it. 1, 1, 2. Here we go. 1, 1, 1. 1, 1, 2. Come back to where you started. 10 seconds. 1, 1, 1. 1, 1, 2. Let's do it one more time. Here we go. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2. Nice work, champ. Excellent work. Okay, so now at the end of the first lesson, we're gonna do, at the end of each lesson, we're gonna do 3 rounds of shadow boxing. The way we're gonna do it is we're gonna do 3 rounds. We're gonna do a half of the real boxing round. Real boxing round is normally 3 minutes. We're gonna do a half of that, so 90 seconds, a minute and a half with 30-second rest in between. Now, we're not gonna focus on pushing ourselves hard, right? We're gonna work smart, but we're gonna create good habits, work on movement, and work on the particular skills that we've been practicing and learning, right? So right now, this is lesson 1. So all we're gonna focus on today is natural movement, moving to your left, moving to your right, moving forwards and backwards, and throwing those jabs and crosses to the head. That is it. Super simple. Go at your comfortable pace. Like I already said, we're gonna do 3 90-second rounds with 30-second rest in between. Okay, so I want you to just find a little bit of space to work with, right? It doesn't have to be an entire room or an entire ring. Just as long as there is some space for you to move different directions and practice footwork, keeping the feet nice and apart, and throw punches into it, right? That's what matters. So find that space. Here we go. We'll start our first 90-second round in 3, 2, 1, work time. Let's go. Boxing stance, practice just movement to start, okay? Hands up, elbows in, move a little bit forwards, a little bit backwards, a little bit to your left, a little bit to your right. Then change direction, look at a different wall. Again, a little bit sideways, other way, forward, backwards, right? Mostly on the balls of your feet. All right, now let's start practicing those punches. Every time I say go, you're gonna throw a jab. Go. Remember to exhale. Go. 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 And then you reset, right? Keeping your feet nice and apart. When you're not throwing punches, you breathe normally. Every time you throw a punch, you exhale with it. 1. Go. Now on my go, you're gonna throw the cross. Number 2. Go. Don't forget to turn that hip into it, yes? Go. Go. Now you're gonna throw 1, 2. Put it together. Every time I say go. 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 10 more seconds in this round. Go. Perfect. 1, 2. Straight down the pipe. Go. Go. And rest. 30 seconds. Deep breaths. In through your nose. Out through your mouth. Excellent work. So now we're going to progressively increase the number of punches in our combinations, right? Try different combinations using jabs and crosses. And like you saw, I was moving around in a little bit of this space, right? Again, main thing to think about is not letting your legs cross, not letting your feet come close to each other. Here we go, it's work time. Number 2. Every time I say go, you throw 1, 1. Go. And like we did in that drill, you're gonna step into it, push off your back foot. Go. Spring off your back foot, spring off your back foot. Go. And now you're gonna add that cross to it. 1, 1, 2 on my go. Go. Right back to your face. You never wanna throw and then drop or lean into it, right? 1, 1, 2, right back to your face, reload. Go. 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 Nice work. Now we're going to change it up. You're going to throw 1, 2, and then 1, 1, 2 into it. All right? Here we go. Go. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. Go. Don't forget to step in onto the double jab. On that double jab, step into it. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. Go. Go. One more time. Go. And rest. 30 more seconds of rest. And then we'll go one more last round for this lesson. And lesson 1 is over. Let's go. Let's finish on a strong note. Couple more deep breaths. And we're about to start our third round in 10 seconds. Shake your arms out. Make sure you're maximizing your length on those straight punches. Don't forget to rotate your knuckles into it. Elbows come back to your body, hands back to your face. Work time, let's go. Round number 3, last round. Every time I say go, you throw 1, 2. Go. Go. A little bit of movement in between. Go. Go. Every time I say go, you throw 2, 1. Go. 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 Now you're gonna throw 1, 2, 1. Go. 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 2, 1, 2 on my go. 2, 1, 2. Go. 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 Almost there, 30 seconds. Let's finish strong. Go. 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 And finish with freestyle. Anything with straight punches. Anything with straight punches. Have some fun. Let's go. 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. 2, 1, 2. Any combinations. Let's go. And rest. Excellent work, champion. This is it for lesson 1, and I will see you in the lesson 2. I'm excited for you to get started. Lesson 2.